and welcome to the channel. Today's video is going to be about how you can drop body fat, but not just drop body fat, also keep it off. Tip number one is to increase your NEAT. Increase your walking, increase your activity as a daily. So as you know, the NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, walking, fidgeting, hoovering the house, cleaning the house, just moving in general, all that will come under NEAT. I personally, we have a dog, so increasing the NEAT is quite easy. Taking the dog for a walk, especially when the weather's nice, it is beautiful to go for a walk up a mountain, hiking, or just round the block even. It is just nice to get out the house. So number one is increasing your NEAT and walking. Now with that as well, I would personally set a goal of a weekly target rather than daily. So some people will say 10,000 steps per day. I think that's a bit because what happens if you have a busy day, you maybe hit 4,000 or 5,000, but over the course of a week you say 56 to 70,000 steps a week. Brilliant. That is 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day then on an average, rather than trying to worry and stress yourself if you fail once. Number two, high volume, low calories. One of the biggest tip I can give you is when you are wanting to drop body fat, build muscle mass, one of the best things you can do is have a big fucking salad every day. Now, it doesn't have to be boring, it doesn't have to be repetitive, it doesn't have to be the same things. One big salad a day where it is full of stuff like lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, carrots, whatever you want in your salad. The biggest tip and the biggest game changer is, with your choice of protein, use different spices. So you might have chicken. It doesn't have to be plain grilled chicken every day. It could be mixed spice chicken, it could be curried chicken, it could be any flavour you want. Tuna, you can spice it up. You can use stuff like salmon, orange salmon. You can use duck, 5-spice duck. I mean, there's loads of different ways you can do it, and it doesn't have to be repetitive and the same every day. But one thing I would say is high volume, low calories is going to be important for you when it comes down to dropping body fat, because you don't want to feel like you're hungry. You don't want to feel like you're on a diet. So by having a big plate or a big bowl of salad per day, it will help that satiety levels and help also the mindset that you are eating a lot of food or eating more food. Another little tip, side tip for you, if you are someone who eats cereal, eat with a smaller spoon. You'll feel like you're having a lot more there as well. So that's another tip for you. Tip number three, when it comes to exercise, we know exercising is important around fat loss. It's important to complement the deficit. But a lot of people say, I'm not motivated to go to the gym, I'm not motivated to exercise. It's because you don't enjoy what you're doing. If you enjoy what you're doing, you don't require motivation. And if you don't require motivation, it becomes a lot easier to do what you want to do and repeat that further on. Then you can repeat that process. You can get better at that. For me, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge that it brings. I'm not one to enjoy the gym as much. Now I have started doing some Hyrox prep. I am starting to find something I'm enjoying because I know there's a drive. If I was to compete in bodybuilding or compete in a powerlifting show, then of course then I would actually have to start enjoying what I'm doing because I know there's a challenge, there's a deadline. So yeah, find an exercise or workout that you enjoy and get good at it. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it gets you out the house or even in the house, but as long as it gets you moving and you enjoy it, who gives a fuck about the rest of it? Number four, drink enough water. Drink more water, because it doesn't have to be water. And I hear that there's quite a lot where people, they say, I don't like water, I don't like this. Add a bit of squash to it. Like low calorie drink, 0 calorie sugar. Have them. Like a lot of people might say, they're bad for you. They're not. Like, they're really not. You've got to consume a hell of a lot of 0 calorie drinks for them to be bad for you. So if your goal is fat loss, then do you know what? A 0 calorie drink or juice or squash would be brilliant, because it is low in calories and it also helps you feel like you're not on a diet, because if you're having something like a Coke Zero or a Fanta Zero, you feel like you're having that enjoyment with it as well. Do you know what I mean? Same with alcohol. If you are someone who likes to drink and go out and partying and stuff like that, maybe opt for a lower calorie alcohol. Might work a treat for you, because then you can enjoy what you're doing and still get the results. Number 5 is reduce before remove. This is massive, and I teach this within my coaching. This is absolutely massive. Reduce the portion sizes, reduce the consumption before you remove it. So if you're someone who enjoys a takeaway or enjoys a pizza or enjoys a beer or enjoys something like that, but yet again you really want to get into the shape of your life, you want to change your habits, then sometimes you just need to reduce the amount. It might be, instead of having a takeaway every week, it might be once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks or once a month even. Same with the alcohol. You might say, do you know what, I'll just do it once a month or once every 2 weeks. It just reduces the consumption. That alone will reduce the amount of calorie intake. And not just that, also the next day and stuff like that, you will feel more active and you'll start enjoying it a bit as well. So with that, reduce before remove. That is massive. And the bonus one, number 6, bonus one, accountability. Now, a lot of people know what they need to do, but knowing and not doing is the same as not knowing. So be held accountable. Have someone that holds you accountable, not someone that will help you veer off track. Have someone who will say, no mate, you said you were going to do this, or you said you were going to do that. Have someone that is firm and direct with you to go, no, you said to me that you were going to do this, let's fucking do this. And with that then, you are held accountable to the shit you said you were going to do, and you're going to do the stuff you said you would. If that is hiring a coach, is that put it on your socials, if that is whatever it is, to be held accountable is a different level. Like personally, I have given up gambling. I'm also giving up alcohol, and over 100 days with the alcohol and 1,600 something days with gambling, coming up to 5 years now. So the biggest thing for me is I post it every now and again to remind me that the people are holding me accountable. I post it on my socials. People are holding me accountable in that. So yeah, post it, be held accountable. Tell people what you're going to do. Because once you tell people what you're going to do, it's a different fucking ball game. You start thinking then, shit, I need to start doing this then. Hope that's helped. And if this has been of any value for you, don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a comment below if you'd like to see more videos like this.